I found it. The truest words ever spoken by Van Decken. The truth will set you free. Seems like a concrete idea in theory, but will the Dutchman see it that way? Man, this sounds like an awesome movie. The Flying Dutchman on the big screen.
Misfortune, greed, and fidelity collide in the storm-battered tale of one man's quest for life-saving love. The fearsome Flying Dutchman cursed to sail the seas until he finds a woman to love him until death.
Sailors who have thought themselves mightier than the seas have paid a terrible price. After Columbus discovers the New World, sailing vessels begin to crisscross the vast oceans in search of new lands and new riches. Mariners seeking the silk and spices of the Far East sail around the southern tip of Africa, the Cape of Good Hope. Often battered by severe storms, navigating the Cape is a most treacherous undertaking. Here, legend says, is born the story of the most famous of all ghost ships, the Flying Dutchman. Her story begins in 1680, when a Dutch captain named Philip van der Decken swears a curse against God that he'll succeed in rounding the Cape if he has to keep trying until Judgment Day. The ship and her crew never return home. But they are seen again, not as flesh and bone or wood and canvas, but as a spectral vision, a seagoing ghost. Sailors return home and tell of seeing the Flying Dutchman and her cursed crew, often before experiencing a disaster of their own. They have passed down the tale that no soul aboard the Dutchman can rest unless another sailor takes its place.
So this is what you call work, Dutchman?
Oh, hi, sweetheart. What brings you here?
You! I'm worried about you. Your coworker said you left work early today. What's wrong?
I don't know. The line between fact and fantasy just keeps getting blurred. I don't even feel in control anymore.
Is it the Dutchman?
How did you know?
The way you've been acting. Plus, you left it the video up at home.
Yeah, I can't get this straight. The Flying Dutchman appears at night, in my subconscious. He takes over my thoughts and actions. He infects my dreams.
I had no idea it was this terrible.
Yeah, it gets even worse. You've infected the dream realm as well. You're a slave to the Flying Dutchman's desires and his curse. You're his crutch.
Maybe your subconscious is trying to tell you something.
The subconscious is a liar and a cheat.
What is this really about?
The Flying Dutchman wants to get out. He seeks his lost treasures.
The love of his life?
The one who ripped out his soul. The true nature of man.
You're sounding like a madman now.
No, this is the most sane I've ever been. The Flying Dutchman shows me the true reality of things.
But it's all in your head.
Fiction is fact to others.
Fiction is a disease of the mind.
A realistic mind.
A selfish mind.
The Flying Dutchman travels through time and space, searching for Calypso.
I think you've confused the Flying Dutchman with Davy Jones.
All who travel the ocean blue wind up in Davy Jones' locker.
But you have no ship. Let's go home and let's take a nice hot shower together. And we'll forget about the Flying Dutchman. You need to focus on your next big case, your Jim Bell sign appeal.